And we are recording. It looks like we're recording. Welcome, everybody. My name is Drew Badger, along with Storm here, right there.
Greetings.
We are with the Big Scary Show at bigscaryshow.com, the podcast covering Fear Expo. Here we are out in cyberspace, ooh, and all that, trying to see how this is going to work, and hopefully it has been. Hopefully you've been enjoying all the things that Fear Expo has had to offer so far. This is the first of several vendor spotlights that we have been putting on, or will be putting on, during the course of the weekend. And if you'll notice down here, we have a very lovely lady who is out on the West Coast with us, who is with a company called Spectral Illusions. This is Carrie Austere. We have talked to her on the show before whenever we travel out to Midsummer Scream. Carrie, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Drew. It's so great to see you again. And, even if it is digitally.
Well, better digitally than not seeing each other. It's always fun to get out. Always fun to get out to the West Coast whenever we can, and hopefully Midsummer Scream will be happening. But right now we are talking, yeah. But right now we are talking Fear Expo, and for people who are haunted house owners and haunters and such that use projections or virtual reality or anything like that, Spectral Illusions is absolutely a company you need to check out. And please tell all the haunters out there why that's a good idea.
Well, thank you for such a glowing endorsement. We have 31 stock video and projection effects. A lot of them are designed as digital backdrops, but we also have some amazing effects that are ghost and spirit related that work great on surfaces, on screens, or in Pepper's Ghost. So they actually work really, really well in Pepper's Ghost. Especially our Daisy the Ghost Bride is usually just is a showstopper that way. So we have 31 effects. They're all digital downloads. So, you buy them today, use them tonight. They're really easy to set up. It's a MP4 file, and with HD video, with audio, you plug it in and you kind of just run with it.
This is something you would use for a queue line, maybe for entertainment, maybe down a hallway, or where you have a large wall or even a small wall that you can use for distraction or something in your haunted attraction.
Absolutely. We have one in particular that is it's actually called Haunt Rules. So it's got our little creepy crypty guy who tells you not to touch the actors and all that sort of your basic rules. So you have something that's entertaining and but also gives you the rules of the haunt, and it serves multiple purposes. But like our backgrounds, for example, are ghosts in a graveyard. You get like a 50-acre graveyard and in your 10 by 10 walls. So it's a great way to expand your space, your horizons, and add a lot of depth without that much work.
And it also keeps people entertained while they're waiting in line, or while they're waiting for the rules to be read, all that kind of stuff. And it's inexpensive, relatively speking. It's effective, and once you have it forever, basically. Correct?
Absolutely. In fact, our videos, there's no extra fee for licensing or for commercial licensing. Buy the video, use it, as you see fit.
And
don't repackage it, but
yeah.
Is there like custom music or anything like that that's also created with it?
We always have audio files with it. Less music, more background noise, wind and all that sort of thing. But we do create custom jobs for haunts, haunted attractions, theme parks, the whole gamut. Go ahead.
Oh, so if I was a haunted house owner and I said, I need something on that wall there, I would like this. They could bring that to you, and you might be able to create something for them.
Absolutely. We do consultation, we do design, all of the the audioscaping behind it. So you come with us with an idea, and we give you an amazing video that will work perfectly. We'll projection map it to your space, so that it fits as perfectly as possible.
What kind of equipment do we need to have something like this running in our haunt?
In simplest terms, you need a projector, a surface, in the video. That's really the bare bones. You can go, crazier, if you really want to get, better sound system. A media player is sometimes helpful, depending on what kind of projector you have.
Yeah,
But
sure.
it's really, when we started doing this 8 years ago, people were like, well, how do I get this onto a DVD? I'm like, no. You don't want it on the DVD. Now everybody's like, what, DVDs? What's that? So we do actually have 3 preloaded USBs these days. If you do want a physical, product where we sell, it's preloaded with some of our most popular effects. Pop it right into the back of your projector and go.
Very nice. You said you had 31 different things right now. What have you got coming out for 2021?
2021 is still, in the ether, as you could say. We've also been working on a virtual reality project, so that's been our primary focus during this super fun stuck at home kind of thing. So we will probably come out with something new around summer. That's usually June-ish. June, July is usually when we bring out our new stuff. Since we've talked to you, we actually do have 3 new effects though. We have it's called a Ghostly Gathering, which is actually 4 of our most popular effects all in a row. So it's 4 different ghosts coming on the screen. And then we have Volcano Island, which is great for, anything tiki-ish. If you just can't get to Bora Bora this time of year. It's got day and night cycles, an erupting volcano, oceans, rainstorms. And then the third one that you may not have seen is called Blow the Man Down, and it's 2 skeletal pirates who are not the best shots. So there's a lot of humor in our effects. So it's great for in a window. You can put it in a porthole or on a sheet on top of your pirate, on a screen on your pirate deck, and it's we love Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's a fun little homage, except I don't think the Pirates of the Caribbean are quite so bumbling.
Please tell me Pirates of Emerson have bought this so far.
I think they have. I cannot remember though. It's so hard to go through through the whole list.
They're on my bucket list.
When I get an order, I a lot of times I recognize the names, but sometimes I don't.
Okay, fair enough. Storm, you have any questions?
I just love the versatility in some of the products. You never have enough pirate haunts. I've done pirate themes at a hayride. It's challenging, but can be done. I also like some of the design and versatility with some of these. I mean, people don't think of the different ways to use it. You mentioned the Pepper's Ghost, which is absolutely fantastic. I just started getting into projections last year just for my lawn, little pumpkin thing. And, the versatility with it is good. But, man, when I was building the hayride, I wish I had some of this stuff. And it's so easy now, even for outdoors. The TVs that would play this stuff just with the USB plug-in are getting cheaper. Even you mentioned before, people are like, oh, do I need this projector and this? Well, I got an older projector to try it out with. And, the media files it didn't keep up with. So I bought a $20 media player that just plugs in HDMI cord, and it was fantastic. So you're getting this incredible effect. And even for outdoors, it's so easy to build a self-contained box and just pull it in at the end of the night, keep it out of the elements and stuff. And it doesn't just have to be in a hallway. It doesn't just have to be an effect. And one of the neat things with the digital is you can't help but draw your eye to it. And definitely looking at just some of the quick images in this, you guys have definitely put a lot of thought into the design in order to do that. So these become distraction effects so that you have immediately when your person walks in, their eyes drawn to it and away from your actor, away from your prop, away from what you want to surprise them with. So you get the ooh and ah effect, and then the hit and scare. And this is the type of stuff that can really, innovate a older haunt, which is really cool. People are always looking for something new. We'd see haunts in the area, we knew that they weren't going to be run as well as an established haunt, and we knew the owners like, all right, we know what they're going to do, we know how it's going to work, but people would still go because it was something new.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about the virtual products you're working on, because that's always something that fascinates me, and it can capture in just another tool to immerse audiences, and I think it's a neat way to go. So, what are you guys offering with the virtual?
So with virtual reality, we released our first demo about 5 or 6 years ago, and before the Vive and the Oculus Rift first were released. And we've got two that are currently for sale on Steam. They can be licensed in a variety of ways for use in a haunt. And we're currently in production, and Drew's heard me talk about this for a while now, but it's called Happy Fun Land, and it's going to be creepy as hell.
Very disturbing.
Yes, it is an abandoned theme park in South Florida, and the animatronics go amok. Of course, Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy's came out.
Yeah,
a
Most
couple of others.
appropriate in Florida.
This is, it's basically the man who started Happy Funland is the anti-Walt Disney. He wanted, as long as it's cheap and and brings in the kiddies, then he doesn't care about the quality, or he's known he made his money in alcohol, cigarettes, and alcohol, firearms, and tobacco. So
Safety? What's that?
who needs safety, right? So the idea is that you're exploring this abandoned theme park, and for a certain purpose that we'll get into when it gets a little closer to release. But we're closing in on it finally. It's really just the two of us. It's my husband Rob and me, and I'm the producer. I do very little design and clicking. I give a lot of opinions. But so it's really him making this, beginning to end. And whenever we stop to do, a custom project, which we love doing, it does take us away. So it's been quite the process, but we wouldn't trade either side of our company for the world.
Well, the video that you had out there was just so disturbing. I had to stand there and watch it for like half an hour over and over and over again, because you saw something new every time. And
so how are you envisioning haunts to use that type of tool?
We've had several haunts use our last title was called Ghost Town Mine Ride and Shooting Gallery. It's in the same universe. Happy Fun Town Amusement Company built this roadside attraction. So what we've done with that one is that a lot of people have used it as an extra ticket kind of situation. They'll have you need obviously the headset and all of that, but it's pretty easy to license it either through us or through Steam or a variety of other places. And people pay by the minute to go in and watch, and there's time slots, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever. They can extend as they however the haunt owner wants to do it. But it's a nice little extra ticket, when people they've driven all that way to get to you, and you want them to stick around and buy a hot dog or two.
That's fantastic.
So it's nice to have a second reason to be there.
Oh, absolutely. A wonderful upsell too. One of the things I found with a lot of haunts is, we become an impromptu babysitter service, especially on a Friday night in the fall.
Oh, yes.
And, that's one of the things we deal with is we'd have, students, kids go through like both attractions twice, but they still got like half an hour before mom and dad, end their evening and come pick you up. So they'd just be sitting out and stuff, and there are only so many French fries you can sell to them. So something like this becomes a really neat upsell and something else for them to talk about and to have their friends get, want to do and stuff. It's a lot easier. You always have the one friend who goes, it's too scary for me. I don't want to go on a hayride. Well, just come with us. You wait, and you can do the virtual reality thing with us. And then they'll end up getting them to go on the hayride or one of your attractions anyway. So it can even go from being a $10 ticket to upsell, and you get an extra $30 or $40 ticket out of it.
Absolutely.
And it's all about making a little bit of that, because
that's
we are a business. We're not just in this. We just don't do it for fun.
If we didn't have bills to pay, we'd do it for free, but we got bills to pay.
Yeah, pesky kids and mortgages and payments.
What? Children need shoes? What do you mean?
Exactly.
You're in California. They don't need shoes. What?
Right now it's 55 degrees. It was so
80,
cold and frigid.
It was 80 here on Saturday. So ha.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
55
yeah,
beach weather in New England.
yeah.
Carrie,
We'll say that
the
a lot.
Carrie, what do you have going on for your booth, and what can people expect and find out about you this weekend at the Fear Expo?
Let's see. Honestly, I haven't actually gotten to see what they're doing to build our booth. I'm very excited. We've got all of our effects. I'm there for meetings or consultations if anyone is interested. Always available for questions. They'll get to see all of our videos. We've got a couple of trailers that they'll be able to see, some Happy Funland stuff, and trailers for a variety of our effects and all. So I'm super excited about Fear Expo in general. I think it's a really innovative way to do a trade show. It allows people to browse, and it makes you feel like you're actually at a show, which is what's sorely lacking in a lot of online situations. So I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
No, definitely
Absolutely.
sounds good, and sounds like a good opportunity for some of the people here on the floor right now if you want to bounce off ideas with you and everything. Got any show
Absolutely.
specials going on, or just featuring products today?
We do have show specials. We've got 25% off all of our stock effects. And also we have a one of each special, which it's always a good one. It's all 31 of our effects for, oh gosh, I don't have my paper in front of me. You can see it in our booth though. I believe it was, I want to say it was $375 for 31 effects.
Is that information available on your website at this time, or social medias if in the event that they miss your booth during the expo?
Well, they can always come and check it out.
That's
absolutely true. Absolutely. But yeah, we'll have it on our social media as well.
Awesome.
Okay, there's a lot of rooms there, and not everybody's going to be able to find everything. So
yeah,
you might walk through it.
And that's one of the neat things, is that they can come back and see the stuff if they, that second turnaround, which normally it's on the ride home. It's like, oh, I wish I had seen that Spectral Illusions booth one more time and gone through and looked at it. I love that, at this show today, you have the opportunity to do that and then reach out directly to you guys right away. And then, come August when you're building your haunt, you're going, oh my goodness, we just added this pirate room, but we have a blank wall. If only we had a moving ghost ship picture. Who could we possibly call for that? Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things I love about this show, is that you'll have access to it year round. So I think it's going to be a really, really cool show.
And that's what's also neat about a vendor like you is, this is a product that you'll have in stock right up until show night. And even if it's a last minute type of thing, we always know that things go wrong during the season. I've had to retune entire attractions because when we're building it, it sounded great, looked cool on paper and everything. And the first weekend, people are like, the walkthrough's not as scary. And we're like, oh my goodness, we did all this neat stuff. We went with this theme and we forgot to really make it scary. So we had to revamp it for the next weekend and stuff. And that's when you're looking for something like this. I need pizzazz. I need something to ooh and ah and throw it in there. And you guys definitely got it. And it's even for the home haunters too. This is, you want your bang, you want the news to stop by, you want to collect those extra canned goods. Your products definitely will have it. It's so easy to drop on a screen and project. And, haunters, I'm going to give you a little credit. You guys are a bit creative with some of this stuff too.
I've one of my favorite things to say is buy it today, use it tonight.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. That's
might be able to use it
material.
You could say 5 minutes from now, here's the download.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's only, you're only limited by your bandwidth.
And Wi-Fi connection, maybe.
That too.
So for people wanting more information, do you know what booth you are located at, since people will be able to see this while going through? And if not, what are some of the websites where people can get that info?
I don't know my booth yet. I'm very excited to see it. Our website is spectralillusions.com, SPECTRAL. Let me turn on my light since I'm in my car. Spectralillusions.com. You can find us on Facebook at Spectral Illusions. Twitter, Instagram. Twitter is SPCTRL Illusions. They made me take out some letters.
Pesky letters. We need vowels.
Twitter always shortening things.
So yeah, you can find us all over social media, YouTube, and the internet.
Excellent. Well, Carrie, it's always a pleasure to have you here on the show, and for the first time virtually. I like the
person.
longer hair. It looks awesome on you.
Thank you.
And we look forward to chatting with you again. Hopefully, if a particular convention in Long Beach, California happens in July, we'll be down there and seeing that. And every time you've got something new coming out with Spectral Illusions, please let the Big Scary Show know so we can get it out there on the news and out there for all the people. And once again, folks, check out spectralillusions.com or find their booth here at Virtual Fear Expo 2021, live in cyberspace. My name is Drew Badger. This is Storm. And we're out. And Carrie. Can't forget Carrie.